It's funny. I was just talking to someone the other day about like why isn't there a Where's Goonies 2? When are we gonna get it?
Right?
With yeah.
Madness. Awesome. On that note, actually, we spoke to Ben Schwartz, who does the voice of Sonic, and apparently he had a pitch for a Goonies 2. It never.
Well,
him
and
Seth Rogen.
you know, part of it that I'd always heard was that Dick Donner was determined to be involved, even right up to the end of his life. So it'll be interesting to see now if that movie happens, because with all these guys, you know, with Sean and Josh all being in the prime of their careers, it feels like bring it back.
Yeah. Speaking of 80s,
Yeah.
you've delighted us by helping to
I'm
bring
glad.
Willow back after all these years. It's been talked about for a long, long time. So obviously with that comes a little bit of pressure. But you and Warwick and everybody else seemed so excited to be able to finally.
We
do
were.
a
You know, it's
sequel.
funny. It's there's pressure, but it's a funny property in that there was no financial incentive for anyone to make a sequel to Willow. It had not been a wildly successful movie. It wasn't part of what Disney was necessarily imagining when they acquired the Star Wars brand. So when we came at it, we came at it with nothing but enthusiasm and love and a desire to build out this wonderful world that George had started 34 years ago, you know. So that spirit of sort of just fun and storytelling has permeated every moment of it, including this one, you know.
Yeah, strangely, I was just saying to Warwick how Disney Plus is a strange synergy, given that Willow, like you say, it was a box office success in some way. It was
Yes.
VHS where it kind of became such
Absolutely.
a. So it's kind of apt.
It's fitting. It's
Yeah.
totally fitting. And it was Ron Howard who sort of so clearly saw that this was where this story could continue and where it could have a life. And he was sort of had a vision of the ways in which movies and television were going to intersect and merge. Even 4 years ago, when the extent to which that was true was still not yet realized. So I was impressed, and you can't help but trust his instincts when he tells you we're doing this for TV. And you say, okay, we're doing it.
You guys must be, I said this to Warwick as well, you must be delighted with something like Top Gun, for example, which has
Yes.
come back and been embraced by new audiences, has been a huge
Absolutely.
success. That must fill you with
It
a
does.
great sense of joy.
It does. I mean, it's interesting. Top Gun and this and a lot of stuff sort of this moment, even Force Awakens, I think, had this quality of like, there's a longing in us for that experience of the movies that we had when we were a kid, you know, and how we connect to a very pure idea of entertainment, even if we weren't alive for it, I think, to some extent. There's just something built into our DNA, and it's not unlike what I think George tapped into in 1977 when he made Star Wars and recalled a kind of Buck Rogers fantasy that much of the audience had never seen, but felt familiar and joyful in a way that they wanted to get to, you know?
Yeah. What was that moment like, as a final question, of seeing Warwick back as Willow? Because he was saying
It
on
was-
Solo he had long hair anyway, so you guys were kind of like, oh, it's kind of.
He makes a good point, which is that, you know, on Solo he had this long hair and it was graying, and he looked, you know, ridiculously sexy. I mean, he just couldn't have looked cooler. It's like Fabio had nothing on Warwick on the set of Willow, and I couldn't help but think like this guy could walk as he is into that old adventure again and bring to it not just humor and humanity, but also this profound sense of cool that the original Warwick didn't have, you know. So he did exactly that, and he brings such charisma to the screen that it's almost hard for these other actors to hold it with him. He blows everybody away.
Well, may I say for everybody, thank you.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
yes, thank
so
you for
glad.
bringing us back. It's so
I'm
exciting.
just as big a fan as you, so it's
Fantastic.
really great.
Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, nice to
talk
meet you. Yeah.
Well, cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys, huh?
You guys,
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yeah.
Nice.
Hey,